والله والله. Come on, right away. Hustle back, wait. But it's just one mistake, all right? I know it's home crowd, right? They're gonna be on you now. I love our town. I love our town, I love our community, I love the people who live here, who make up our community, but dang it, it's hard to play home games here.
For a home game, it's really loud, fans are telling us what to do.
That fan base is from all over the world, and soccer is unique in that it is stylistically played very different depending where you are in the world. And so you have all these ideas coming together in our fan base, and meanwhile we have adopted a very different style.
We had a lot of Somali people come in, a lot of Mexican people, a lot of different kind of people in the community coming, you know. Really love our fans, but there's always different fans have different opinions. They always try to tell us what to do.
The families, moms and grandmas, and all those people, they're always going to come to the game and they're always going to support us. But a huge amount of our fan base here in Pelican is actually people who don't have any tie to the team except for that we're from Pelican. And those people really care about one thing, and that is whether or not we win. We have had multiple years where we have hosted home playoff games and gone in as favorites, and we have lost. And our fans, all they see is a team that is underachieving every year, playing a style that they maybe don't recognize, led by a white coach who never played the game in his life.
Keep that offsides line! It's working for you! Good job! It's working wonders!
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Not much.
So, what are you seeing in these films of Alexandria?
Behind the scenes, there is one more staff member working hard for the Vikings. Ubelio Fernandez is a Cuban transplant to the city of Pelican Rapids by way of Las Vegas, Nevada. He serves as tech support at Viking Elementary School in Pelican Rapids, and his volunteer role within the team is unique. Fernandez is the Vikings Director of Scouting and has been a key addition to the backroom staff of the Vikings in this bizarre season.
So basically I pick whatever team comes up next, and I watch their entire playoff series, all the games this season, to like kind of, you know, look into what they're using every game, how they're attacking, how they're defending, and stuff like that.
In previous years, finding opponent game film was at a premium. But due to restricted seating in the stadiums during the pandemic, most schools have taken to live streaming the games, and as games have aired, the team has been building a video library of all potential postseason opponents and forwarding the film to Fernandez to be analyzed.
So I think for Alexandria, I watched their first playoff team against DL, and then every regular season game back, it was like 4 games in total.
Now, as the quarterfinal match against Alexandria approaches, JP and Fernandez are on a video call to go over their analysis of the Cardinals and to finalize the game plan for the upcoming match.
So yeah, that marking tight is going to be fundamental to not, being able to concede chances to them. Set pieces they're decent at, so yeah. I would, try to shy away from conceding corners and free kicks near your goal, because that's gonna come and bite you.
Carlson, the number 7 who scored last night, he and their goalie are by far their best players.
Yeah.
And so, you know, getting it past the goalie is going to be a challenge on Thursday, but
yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, man. That's all.
No worries, man.
I'm tired of watching film of Alexandria, that's for sure.
Keep your shape, keep your shape. Good.
One player who has gotten very little attention all season is Jaime Zavala Franco. His minutes have been greatly reduced from 1 year ago when he started a number of games at left back for the team. Additionally, he is the player who has lived in Pelican Rapids the least.
De hecho, cuando yo estaba en México, un día cualquiera antes de que ya nos habían llamado una llamada para el pasaporte, y yo estamos decidiendo entre California y Minnesota, y dije, mejor vámonos a Minnesota, porque allá tengo amigos, tengo también familia que ya no he visto como en muchos años. Importante, ¿por qué? Porque aquí tienen buenos maestros, aquí en las escuelas, y tiene hospitales, es un buen lugar para vivir porque es muy tranquilo, aquí no hay nada de peligro, como lo es en otros lugares, porque tiene mucha violencia y todo. Y aquí muchas personas, pues, es especial para mí porque muchas personas son de mi rancho de allá donde vivo, y ya los conozco, y este lugar es magnífico para vivir y digno, porque aquí no hay problemas y nada. Y eso es lo que buscamos todos, un lugar donde esté bonito y todo.
Like, many people don't know him, like, cause like they don't speak Spanish. But whenever he just talks about like soccer, it's just crazy how much he knows about it and how like good he is.
Jaime knows the game of soccer just as well as anybody I know. All he does is watch it, and I mean that obviously helps him a lot. And I mean, if you have a pretty good IQ just like him, it helps you on the field.
But his season almost never got off the ground. In late June, Jaime tested positive for COVID-19 and continued to have lingering symptoms into August when practices started.
Pues es una enfermedad muy rara porque a mí cuando me dio cansancio y la pérdida de oler y saborear la comida, pues yo nunca había sentido una gripe tan rara porque no me dio tan fuerte, pero sí me dolía el pecho y no podía respirar tanto, pero sí podía respirar.
When he told us, we're all like, you know, damn, that's crazy. Like, you know, one of our friends from our group like got it. And so when we found out that we were gonna have a season, we told him, hey, are you gonna join? And he said no, because, you know, he didn't wanna be getting it again. And then a month later, when the season started, Jaime showed up to practice for the first time. He's back on the team, and you know he's probably going to make, you know, a big difference into the team.
Although his English has improved significantly since coming to America just 2 years ago, Jaime is still reliant on Spanish when communicating with his teammates and the coaching staff. He is one of the main reasons that JP spent significant time trying to improve his own Spanish this past off-season.
Pues sí, contento, y como ya ven con muchas personas que llegan así como yo que no saben nada de inglés, pues llegan y tienen ganas de jugar soccer. Y pues yo he visto pues que los entrenadores de allá de profesionales como Pep Guardiola ya hablan como 5 idiomas, es algo impresionante. Y es lo de un entrenador, lo que lo hace bien, que hable el español, el inglés y otros idiomas, y es para que pueda comunicarse con todos los jugadores.
JP's improvements in the ability to speak to Jaime in Spanish helped undo a simple misunderstanding that had developed over 2 seasons.
So when he comes in, we're 4 weeks into the season and he's really out of shape, and even after a week or two, and even after with me now communicating everything with him in Spanish, he is still so confused as to what's going on. And so one day we're just standing around, there's weightlifting going on at the end of practice, and he's resting against the fence during his rest interval, and he says to me in Spanish, "You know, I don't actually play defense." And I said, "What? What are you talking about? You started all last season as a left back for us, and you've been a defender ever since you got here from Mexico. And you told me you were a defender. Like, what are you talking about?" And he goes, "Well, when I moved here, the defense was terrible. And so, like, I told you I was a defender because it looked like you needed help there."
Abajo. Entonces, pues a mí nunca me ha gustado ser defensa, pero yo nomás traté, bueno, posible, trato de ayudar al equipo para que no cometan errores abajo, pero como que se me hace muy complicado.
And so I said, "Okay, and well, what do you play?" And he goes, "Well, I actually play striker. That's what I played in Mexico, and that's where I'm at my best." And with having to move Abdi into the midfield, we didn't really have a backup striker anymore. And so, why not? Why not, Jaime? Let's move you to striker.
Like, you don't think he won't do anything, but like, he ends up like just like surprising you, and like he like one of like the best players on their team, and like he's just full of surprises.
Although he's been behind in his fitness all season, now as the playoffs arrive, Jaime's form is starting to finally sharpen, and lately he has been producing top results in the games he's played. There are some miscellaneous details along the Vikings' playoff path that could easily be overlooked, but these details are critical to the potential upcoming matches, starting with detail number 1, their next opponent, the Alexandria Cardinals. In 2019, a rivalry began developing between Pelican Rapids and Alexandria when the Pelican Rapids U18 soccer team defeated Alexandria's squad 1-0 to win the Rotary Cup Championship. 4 months later, the high school teams would meet in the section quarterfinal. The game was intended to be a home game for the Vikings, but poor weather dictated that the Minnesota State High School League would move the game to the neutral site of Otter Stadium in Fergus Falls. The Vikings stumbled out of the blocks that night and fell behind early. The match was heated, and eventually the Vikings fell 3-2.
And then beating us last year, knocking us out of the playoffs, it was pretty hard. Like last year, I remember it was a pretty devastating moment to lose Alexandria.
That game, it was important to us because last year we had gotten the 2nd seed, and we had to play Alexandria, and we ended up losing to them, and we wanted payback.
Another overlooked detail heading into not just this game, but potentially the entire playoffs, is school size. In 2020, there are a total of 207 soccer programs in the state of Minnesota. The biggest 64 teams are placed into the AA division. The remaining 143 teams are placed in the Single A division. Of the 143 teams in the Single A division, Pelican Rapids stands unique as the smallest traditional public school in the division. The enrollment for grades 10 through 12 at Pelican Rapids High School is 209 students. By contrast, Alexandria sits 8th largest with an enrollment of 1,157 students. In fact, 5 of the 8 teams still alive in the section tournament sit atop the 10 largest schools in Single A soccer. In a final practice before the match, the previous failures, the daunting school size, and the pressure of the community, all of these things are leading to a tense practice.
I just kept thinking about last year. We had this huge layoff between the end of the regular season and our playoff game. We just didn't practice with much intensity, and it really bit us The level of concern needed to be there that whole week, and so those days were pretty intense.
To end the day, the message for tomorrow's match is surprisingly simple.
We remember, you know, it's a lot of fast feet, it's a lot of fast play. They have a very possessive and somewhat aggressive style of play, and so we've really prepped our defense hopefully to come in with a strong finish all the way. I think we will see a little bit of physicality. Pelican Rapids in the past usually plays, they have more skills, therefore they don't have to use their bodies necessarily as much, at least from what I remember and have watched the games online. So I hope not is the answer that I'm hoping to say, is that we should see a little bit more of skilled play today and a little less physical chipping and retaliatory offenses.
The high school boys soccer tournament continues its section play in Class A, Section 8. 4 quarterfinal matches are scheduled. 3 of those will be tonight. The one that we focus on will be in Pelican Rapids today, as the Vikings, the number 1 seed in the north subsection of Section 8A, host the number 5 seed out of the north, the Alexandria Cardinals. Alexandria versus Pelican Rapids, win or go home for the Cardinals and the Vikings.
The early moments of this match are proving to be physical, with both teams dishing out the punishment. But it is the Vikings who are drawing a line in the sand. They will not be bullied.
Well, I feel like it was like one of the most physical games that we ever played, because there was like a lot of trash talking and like a lot of stuff happening, like fouls and stuff.
The intensity of it was definitely probably one of the highest, just with all the chirping and everybody talking.
As the Vikings establish their presence, it is an early mistake by Jesus Moreno that provides the game with its first scoring opportunity.
Now a long ball ahead. Here's a chance for the Cardinals. A shot, save made, as Rosilas comes through strong on the Lucas Harstead attack there for Alexandria.
As the half wears on, the Vikings begin to bend the Cardinal defense under the pressure of their attack.
So the Vikings starting to intensify their pressure in this Section 8A boys soccer quarterfinal. Crossing attempt in front, comes to the left side, ball knocked down, here's a shot attempt, that got blocked by the Cardinals. Ibrahim will trigger it into one of his teammates. Now it comes back to Kadar Ibrahim, crossing attempt, shot in front, it goes a little bit wide, and then the follow-up is going to be knocked away across the end line. Another corner kick coming up here.
Get one. They can only bend so long.
In all the pre-match analysis, sophomore Jack Carlson had caught the Vikings' attention as the largest potential threat, and now he is causing chaos in the Vikings' back line.
Abdi! You mark 7! They're gonna try and go to him, Abdi!
In practice, JB told us the best guy they have is number 7, and then all he does is just make the run and then just header the ball. He's good at headering, you know. I started with him, marking him, and then somehow I lost him.
Macho, right on him! Macho, get close to him! Get close to him! Introduce yourself! Tell him what your sister's name is! Macho, who are you marking? Hey!
With just under 10 minutes to play in the half, the Cardinals deal the Vikings a heavy blow.
He'll send it on a line to the goalkeeper, a header, and it's a goal! Jack Carlson uses his head, and he puts the shot in the back of the net here in the 31st minute of the match. And Alexandria is able to score off the free kick. The visiting Cardinals take a 1-0 lead.
I just didn't mark the guy well, you know. I had him, but then I just lost him somehow. And he just scores a wonderful header.
Well, number 7, their best player in Alexander. They had a set piece and they crossed it. I was guarding number 7 that time, but Macho was. And the guy just ran past him and scored the goal.
Yeah, then Abdi just got mad at me, and then he started like helping me, you know.
So I told Abdi to get him because it was just two giants like getting each other in.
And then after that goal, I was furious and said, I'm guarding him at this game. I'm guarding the best player, and I want to guard him, and I want to prove that I am the better number 7 than him.
Just before the half, the Vikings strike back to even things up.
Looking to play it back the other way. Now handling on the dribble is Mohammed Ahmed. He had and now a shot attempt and a goal! And Pelican Rapids is going to score the equalizer here late in the first half in the 40th minute. And it's a 1-1 game.
Fine again. The first is always the hardest.
And the finish is made by Pelican Rapids. And this match is now all even.
So in the second half, it was a battle. There was a lot of talking still.
We played dirty, we trash talked both teams, and it was just chaotic.
Now Colin Riley will take the free kick, and he's got a little breeze at his back now. Let's see what he can do with that. Sends it toward the keeper, and it's going to be popped up in the air. Scramble in front, ball volleyed up, and still loose, and now it's going to be cleared away. Oh, Alexandria had some good chances to try to unlock the tie. Now another shot taken from the perimeter.
Jesus, now you gotta come all the way back. Find whoever's marking in here. I didn't see you. You didn't talk to him. Hey! We're going 4-3-3! Matt! Seabass, you're dropping back into center back! Kadar! You're the 8th! Abdi, you're the 6th! I get to watch JP.
In a day when details mean everything, this detail caught by Abraham Gonzalez allows the Vikings to take control of the match.
Pelican Rapids starting to step up its offensive pressure a little bit over the last few minutes of this match. Here's the shot. It went off the post as Pelican Rapids quickly worked it in front to Saeed, and his shot hit the right post. Jager Steele trying to direct the ball away. Ibrahim takes a shot right on goal.
But even with more chances, Pelican Rapids cannot get past standout goalkeeper Ryan Mavison.
Attempt and a shot saved made by Mavison. Now here's a scramble along the goal line, trying to bring it in front of Sebastian Centeno. Crossing attempt, shot deflected around, loose ball knocked in the air, somehow saved, and then the ball goes wide. Oh my goodness, Mohammed Ahmed had a golden opportunity to try to get the go-ahead goal.
I just seen Kadar, I think he was pissed that he was getting fouled a lot. I think I saw him get fouled twice.
With just under 14 minutes to play, a match percolating with tension truly reaches its boiling point.
Go, go, go! That's not foul!
Coming up, and I think we had we're going to have a little bit of shoving going on here. I think we had possibly a yellow card for a player from each team. And I think Jager Steele was the one that had that shove. I don't know if it was he and Kadar Ibrahim.
Kadar Ibrahim and Cardinal Jager Steele are each lucky to escape with yellow cards, and everyone is questioning what just happened.
punching somebody and you guys watching me not saying nothing? Somebody punched somebody in the middle of the field and you guys not saying.
They're breaking. They're breaking. I don't think so, bud.
We're good! We're good! We're all right! Heads up!
As Coach Peter tries to sort out the details, Viking assistant coaches and captains spring into action.
I didn't really remember it. I just remember I was trying to get like most of the guys to just come back and like breathe a little bit, take a chill pill.
I had to count down because I was gonna go in, so I didn't let my temper take over me. And I had a yellow card too, so if I did something bad, that's a red straight card. Last year, if I was in that situation, probably I would have threw a punch or something. And if I got a yellow card last year and I came back, I would have probably got a straight red card because my temper didn't go down or something.
Any game in playoffs could be your last game when you're a senior. And very quickly I was thinking, this can't be his last time on a soccer field, is leaving it after this yellow card and with his emotions running so high. If we can calm you down and we can get you back out there, you're gonna play a big role for us in this game, and then that means we get to play again and you get to play again. And this isn't the last memory you have of high school soccer.
1 year ago, Ibrahim and his internal rage would have been lost for the game. But this season is different. And it's not long before Ibrahim has calmed himself and is encouraging his teammates.
Play as a team!
This is going to mean a corner kick, and then the crossing attempt in front, shot over the goal. Oh, in close, Oscar Pedrosa. Now a crossing attempt, and here's the shot that got blocked by Thomas Klecker. Now a battle, and we're going to have a foul in the penalty box area, or maybe it occurred just outside the penalty box.
Take him, score! Take him, score!
But still, this free kick for Pelican Rapids is going to come from less than 20 yards away from the goal, but the Cardinals do have some defenders in front. Here's a shot, and it hit the post. The crossbar stopped it.
No matter what the Vikings seem to throw at Mavison, they can't get the ball past him.
Now another looping shot in front. Scramble, loose ball, popped up, and Rosilas is able to get it. And that's the way regulation is going to end. We are tied 1-1, and extra soccer will be required to determine the victor.
Hey guys, they're tired. They're tired.
Yeah, they're tired. Quiet. Good job, Kadar. Can you do anything about all the talking they're doing? No. Not a thing, can you? Okay? Let them talk. Let them talk. You need one goal and it's over. This is golden goal. Score, it's done.
Let's go, guys.
Go. Finish. We can do this. They're not as good. Can you play defense good enough to keep them out? Yes. We need one. We get 20 minutes to get one. Everybody's got to play defense still. Okay? Daniel, you got to track back now every time. Okay? You got to track back every time. We get it on the counter, we're going full speed. Okay? I know you're tired. I know you're tired, right? So are they. We're tired. Okay? They've been dealing with you for 80 minutes, coming full blast at them. Guys, this is way better than that. Way better than that.
Go! 1, 2, 3. Team!
Immediately in overtime, the Vikings go back to work.
By Saeed. Now out front, here's a looping shot right on Ryan Mavison, who makes the save on the attempt by Abdi Isse. And I think Jager Steele left. He may have gotten his second yellow of the game, because right now it looks like the Cardinals have just 10 players on the field, including the goalkeeper Ryan Mavison.
Go for Daniel.
Even with Alexandria down to 10 men after Steele picks up his second yellow card, the Vikings can't break through. And with 5 minutes remaining, Peter asks for Zavallo Franco off the bench.
The Vikings hoping to get the opportunity to play at home again on Tuesday. That would be the case if the Vikings prevail. Now here's a crossing attempt, broken up by Alexandria, looped over to the near side, now in front to shot, and that's a game winner for Pelican Rapids! The Vikings score in minute number 97 of the match. It occurred on the far side of the field, and Pelican Rapids will defend its #1 seed, and the Vikings will have the opportunity to host again on Tuesday in the section semifinal round. So celebration for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, heartbreak for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Zavallo Franco buries the game winner, propelling the Vikings into the semifinals.
Let's go, man. Beautiful game.
That one just gives me chills, you know? Like, you want to beat Alexandria. They beat us last year. We're going into overtime. We know it's do or die because whoever scores wins. The rest is just history, you know? We're all running on the field. Obviously, JP was the first one on there.
I see our coach running like 4x1 to us, and I was like, wow.
JP running like the fastest I've ever seen him run like that.
And then we see just JP just sprinting down the field too. There's like players from the bench behind him, and like I've never seen him run that fast in my life.
Everyone was happy at the time. Everyone ran to the field, and our coach, everyone was happy, and we all were jumping up and down, joyful.
Cuando fuimos, ya que creo que Mr. Pérez tuvo fe en mí, y así pues anoté el gol y lo ganamos. Yo pensé que todavía iba a seguir el tiempo, pero no, ganamos en el gol de oro.
We're going against you today, right? Okay? And we said, how many shots did we need in the end? One. We just needed one. And you kept after it, and you kept after it, okay? And we got what we wanted, right? And this is why we work so hard, fellas.
Oh, yeah, boys.
So you get to feel that, because that feels amazing, right? What's up, guys? Where are we from? Pelican!
The game is transformative, not only for the team, but also its community of supporters.
You know, it's one to get a win, but another thing to do it on your home field against a big school like Alexandria. You know, I think there was just a lot of emotion from the boys, from the parents, administration. You know, I was just overjoyed. It's like we finally did it.
I think to the community, the game meant that, wow, these guys really are a great team, and I don't think we probably could have won that game without all the people there and supporting us.
Winning the Alexandria game and everyone running to the field, including fans, old friends of mine who I've played with, for somebody in the Hispanic community or in the Somali community to admit that we have one of the best teams and one of the best coaches in the area is something that I never thought our community would say. Walking back to my car that day, parents from all of our kids would literally come up to me and say, holy smokes, Rudy, you guys have one of the most beautiful soccer we've ever seen played. That to me was a defining moment that our community is extremely invested in this program.
Next time on the season finale of We Are From Pelican, the most unlikely story reaches its dramatic climax as the Vikings try to pull off the unthinkable and lift the coveted section trophy.
Cheer for your team, Pelican! Let's go! Everybody!
Vikings putting tremendous pressure on